From the streets to the drag strips, American muscle cars have always been the kings of power and presence. With the looks that could stop traffic and the power to leave everything else in the dust, a select few have inspired a following so fierce it borders on obsession. So buckle up, because we're about to count down the 10 muscle cars with the craziest fan followings in history. 10. 1970 AMC Javelin. Kicking off our list is the 1970 AMC Javelin. Now, this car might not be the first muscle car that comes to mind, but trust me, it's got a special place in the hearts of true enthusiasts. The Javelin was AMC's answer to the Mustang and Camaro, and while it didn't quite steal the spotlight like those two, it carved out its own unique niche. What makes the Javelin stand out? It's the underdog spirit, the sleek design, and that unmistakable AMC vibe that makes you feel like you're driving something truly special. 9. 1967 Chevrolet Impala SS. Next up, we've got the 1967 Chevrolet Impala SS. This car is pure Americana. It's big, bold, and beautiful, with a presence that commands respect wherever it goes. The Impala SS was the kind of car you'd see cruising down Main Street, turning heads left and right. But it wasn't just about looks. Under that hood was serious power that could leave plenty of other cars eating its dust. And let's not forget its star turn in pop culture, especially in shows like Supernatural, where the Impala is practically a character in its own right. 8. 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. Sliding into the number 8 spot, we've got the 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. This isn't just a car, it's a beast. The Eliminator was Mercury's way of saying, "We're here to play with the big boys." And boy, did it deliver. With its aggressive stance, hidden headlights, and that wicked hood scoop, this car looked like it was ready to pounce at any moment. But it's not all about looks. The Cougar Eliminator packed a punch under the hood, with engine options that could make your heart skip a beat. 7. 1970 Buick GSX 455 Stage 1. Coming in hot at number 7 is the 1970 Buick GSX 455 Stage 1. Now, this car is the definition of a sleeper, understated, but an absolute monster on the streets. The GSX wasn't just about looking cool, though it definitely did that. This car was all about performance. With the Stage 1 option, you got a 455 cubic inch V8 that could push you back in your seat like a rocket. It was the kind of car that didn't need to shout to get attention. It just let its performance do the talking. The GSX has a cult following that's all about respecting power and precision, and it's easy to see why. 6. 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Now at number 6, we've got a car that's more than just muscle. It's a legend. The 1970 Plymouth Superbird. This car isn't just fast, it's got a story that's as wild as its looks. Built specifically to dominate NASCAR, the Superbird was all about pushing boundaries. That iconic nose cone and towering rear wing weren't just for show. They were designed for pure speed. But here's the thing, the Superbird wasn't just a race car. It was a street-legal rocket that made everyone stop and stare. And today, it's got one of the most dedicated followings out there, with fans who do just about anything to get their hands on one. 5. 1967 Shelby GT500. Sliding into the 5th spot, we've got the 1967 Shelby GT500. This car is the stuff of legends, especially when you think about the name Carroll Shelby. The GT500 was the ultimate Mustang, a muscle car with the heart of a race car. With its big block V8, this beast wasn't just about speed, it was about dominance. And let's not forget about the Eleanor version from Gone in 60 Seconds. That car alone sparked a whole new generation of Shelby fans. The GT500 isn't just a car, it's a piece of American muscle car history. 4. 1971 Plymouth Cuda. At number 4, we're talking about a car that's as raw and powerful as they come. The 1971 Plymouth Cuda. Now, the Cuda was never about being subtle. This was a car that announced its presence with a roar and made sure everyone knew it meant business. The 1971 model, in particular, is a favorite among muscle car enthusiasts, thanks to its aggressive styling and powerful engine options. Whether it was the 440 six-pack or the legendary 426 Hemi, the Cuda delivered performance that could take on just about anything on the road. The cult following behind the Cuda is all about embracing that raw, untamed power. And once you experience it, there's no going back. 3. 1968 Pontiac GTO. Rolling in at number 3 is the car that practically defined the muscle car era, the 1968 Pontiac GTO. This is the car that put muscle cars on the map. The GTO wasn't just about having a big engine under the hood, it was about attitude. With its aggressive looks and even more aggressive performance, the GTO set the standard for what a muscle car should be. The 68 model, with its stacked headlights and powerful V8, quickly became a favorite. And the people who love the GTO, they don't just admire it, they're fanatics. 2. 1970 Dodge Challenger. Here we are, at number 2 with the 1970 Dodge Challenger. Now, if there's one car that screams American muscle, it's the Challenger. This car was built to be a heavyweight in the muscle car world, and it delivered on all fronts. Whether it was the RT with its 440 Magnum, or the Hemi-powered beast that could smoke just about anything in its path, the Challenger was pure, unadulterated power. But it wasn't just the performance that made it a legend, it was the attitude. The Challenger had that perfect blend of muscle and menace that made you feel like a king behind the wheel. 1. 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1 Cobra Jet 428. And finally, taking the top spot is the 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1 Cobra Jet 428. This isn't just a car, it's a masterpiece. The Mach 1 wasn't just fast, it was a symbol of everything that made muscle cars great. The Cobra Jet 428 engine under the hood was a force to be reckoned with, turning the Mach 1 into a quarter-mile monster. But it wasn't just about speed. This car had style, with its sleek lines, shaker hood, and that unmistakable Mustang swagger. The Mach 1 has a cult following that's as fierce as they come, with fans who consider this car the holy grail of American muscle. It's more than just a car. It's a legend, and it's earned every bit of its iconic status. Smash that like button if you enjoyed this ride, subscribe for more, and drop a comment below about which muscle car revs your engine. Until next time, keep the rubber on the road and your foot on the gas.